Welcome to IATI Theater's annual Tertulia from New York City. Please make sure to raise the volume in your device and it is in full screen. Visit our chat rooms and be part of the conversation. We hope you enjoy the show. Bienvenidos a la tertulia anual de Teatro IATI desde la ciudad de Nueva York. Asegúrese de subir el volumen de su equipo y que el video ocupe la pantalla completa. Esperamos que disfrute del espectáculo. Ahora le damos la bienvenida a nuestros presentadores. And now, we would like to introduce our wonderful hosts, the comedian and diva de España, Inma Heredia, and Latinx multimedia artist, Eduardo Reséndiz Gómez.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tertulia 2021 and Happy New Year. Inma, it is such a pleasure to be here co-hosting with you. How are you and Happy New Year?
I am doing excellent, happy and glorious and fantastic 2021. Maravilloso año para todos. Que este año llegue repleto de salud, de alegría, de energía positiva y de muchísima creatividad. Porque no podemos empezar el año mejor que con este line-up maravilloso de artistas, de poetas, de cantantes, de actores. Así que no podría además estar en mejor compañía porque llamo IATI, además soy famosa por llevarme muy bien con todos mis copresentadores. Desde aquí le enviamos un gran abrazo a Winston, pero estoy muy contenta de estar con Eduardo este año. Así que muchísimas gracias por tenerme con ustedes un año más.
Thank you, Inma. It is my pleasure to be here with such an icon for Tertulias, which you are, and everybody loves you, and they cannot be a Tertulia without La Diva de España. So thank you so much for having me, and thank you, IATI Theater, for the opportunity of having me this year as the co-host. And talking about a little bit our producer, IATI Theater. IATI Theater is the bilingual Latinx theater company, which was one of the very first Spanish theater companies in New York City, founded more than 50 years ago. The IATI Theater may be small, but we are brave. We're artistic adventurers. We take risks because we believe we cannot create without going outside of our comfort zones. Some may call us a little bit different, but we call it todo vanguardia. And IATI es todo vanguardia. Right, Inma?
Por supuesto, se enorgullece en ser todo vanguardia y lleva en existencia más de 55 años. Cuando se fundó fue una de las primeras compañías de teatro en español en la ciudad de Nueva York. Y ahí seguimos, adelante siempre. Y hoy desde Nueva York hacia el mundo, porque sabemos que están conectados con todos nosotros desde diferentes países, en diferentes franjas horarias, y estamos súper contentos de estar con todos ustedes. Así que seguimos adelante, ¿verdad que sí, Eduardo?
Absolutely. And this year, Tertulia is titled Discovery because we are about to discover talent from all over the world. And who knows, we might discover something new about us. Last year, I was a participant. This year, I discovered that I could be your host. So that's what we're doing here tonight. And a little bit of history from Tertulias. Not only do we know that Inma is a great part of it, but Tertulias started in 2003 as a small gathering of artists, a safe space where they can share their experiments, their talents. And since then, we have been promoting New York City talent at any level, any discipline, giving artists the opportunity to showcase their recently completed work or their initial work or work in progress in front of audience, and in order to continue keeping exploring and developing their works. And now we have opened our doors, not only because of our current circumstances, but because of the pandemic, to the world. From our home, we are live worldwide, baby.
Bueno, la maravilla que este año el tema es el descubrimiento, el discovery. Y yo, por ejemplo, he tenido la suerte, gracias a nuestro fantástico director, Andrea Baruffi, a que se pueden poner estudios de televisión en los salones de las casas de Nueva York. Y eso que los salones no son aquí muy grandes, en esta gran ciudad. Pero aquí estamos retransmitiendo con todo nuestro cariño. Y desde el 2003, un año tras otro, este año virtual. La particularidad de la tertulia de IATI es que le da la oportunidad a artistas de todas las disciplinas y de todos los niveles a que experimenten con nuevos trabajos, a que vean cómo funciona con un público. Personalmente ha sido una casa artística para mí durante muchos años, donde he tenido la oportunidad de tratar nuevos trabajos, ver cómo responde el público y de ahí crear nuevos espectáculos. Así que empezamos el año con muy buen pie, mucha energía creativa y positiva. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the moment is around here, right? So if you need to go to the bathroom or grab a drink or a glass of water, do it now because the show is coming soon, right?
Absolutely. We are currently, just so you know, we're currently streaming via Zoom and Facebook Live. So make sure that you tell your friends to join us there. And do not forget that we welcome your participation via our chat rooms, where you can not only interact with us, but support the current artist and follow the links where you can get more familiar and involved with IATI. So, if without further ado, I think the time has come, like you said, Inma, and for these wonderful actors, singers, poets, and dancers from around New York City and beyond to start. So welcome to Tertulia 2021 and enjoy the show.
Muchísimas gracias y disfruten del espectáculo.
She said, "Hey, you." I said, "Yeah." She said, "I saw what you did to that kid. You think that makes you important when you making fun of him?" I said, "I don't know." She said, "Well, you better, because a young man like you can't never spread a tear, especially if your future ain't yet measured. It gonna be that nerd putting together the center that you gonna be a beggar to get into." And I said, "Lady, whatever." She said, "Hey, you." I said, "Yeah." She said, "Ain't you tired of standing on the stoop trying to act cool? Why don't you come up for some ice cube lemonade and we could talk school?" I said, "Nah." She said, "Ain't you tired of sitting on the stoop, freezing in your boots? Why don't you come up for some hot soup and we'll talk about you?" I said, "Nah." She said, "Hey, you." I said, "What? Stop bothering us and watching us from your windows and get back into watching novelas and mind your business." She said, "Did you do your homework? Who got time for that when I got racks to kick at and stacks to kick back and ass to get wet?" She said, "Why you wear your clothes that way? And what's that on your chain?" I said, "This gear is tight and represents the colors of my life." I said, "This chain got 1-inch links that shine so nice, we call it ice." She said, "Well, son, I'd love to learn more if you come up to my floor, ring the buzzer on the door and we'll talk." I said, "What for?" One day, she said, hey, you." I looked up, but saw no one at the fire escape. "Are you okay?" She said, "I fell into the hallway, and I've been here for 2 days. Get somebody before it's too late." As the super and I got into her apartment, I saw boxes and boxes of things surrounded by items from pictures to Colorado Springs to Bibles and hymns. We pushed through the mess and found her under her desk, so we pulled her out and called her an ambulance. She said, "Hey, you saved me." I said, "Listen, crazy lady, if that's what you want to call it, then maybe." She said, "Hey, you." I said, "What's up?" She said, "Milk, cheese, eggs, bread, adobo, and avocado, and grab yourself some donuts." Knock, knock. I said, "Special delivery." She said, "I wonder who it could be." I said, "Look, I'll stop playing and open the door for me." I got a question. What's with all this junk? You really nuts or something? She said, "I keep all this stuff because in my country I never had nothing." She said, "Hey, you." I said, "Yeah, how's your leg doing?" She said, "It's getting better and I'm starting to do some more moving." Good to hear. You need any help? She said, "No, I can manage, and it's better if I start doing some things myself. Although I plan to take the bus to the doctor's and was wondering if you could help me down and when I return back up." I said, "Sure. One step at a time. Take my hand and keep a tight hold." She said, "If there's any advice I could give you, son, it's don't get old." I said, "Now you hang in there and do as what the doctor told." That's when she pulled out a fabric necklace with the colors of Honduras and said, "Ain't I so cold?" I waited all day at the stoop for her return when Papo from 168 ran over and I learned that the bus crashed. I dashed and dashed and dashed and dashed to find her in one piece, trying to find her piece sitting on the grass. I said, "Hey, you." She said, "I'm okay. I guess today's not the day and God wants me to stay." I told her bruises were bad. She said, "Get me a cab." But before I could do all that, these cops came fast and he said, "Hey, you." She said, "Yeah." He said, "You ain't legal, ain't you? I want to see your papers." As they walked her to the car and cuffed her wrists tight, she said, "Hey, you." I said, "Yeah." She said, "Check out my wrist, kid. I'm rocking ice."
thank you for coming to this therapy session, Hamlet. Uh, it's really nice to meet you. I just want to start today with how you feeling today, and especially in times of COVID-19.
Very well, thank you. Well, well, well.
Apparently, you're doing well.
Excuse me? You shouldn't have believed me, since we're all rotten at the core, even though we're trying hard to be exemplary.
Well, the question is, it is better to be alive or to
Or
be.
not to be? That is the question. Is it nobler to put up with all horrible things that luck and life throw your way?
Or to fight against all those troubles by simply putting an end to them once and for all?
Dying?
Sleeping.
That's all dying is. A sleep that ends all the heartache and shocks that life on earth gives us.
That's an achievement to wish for.
To die? No, to sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. But here's the catch. In that sleep, who knows what kind of dream might come after we put the noise and commotion of life behind us.
That's certainly something to worry about. After all, who would put up with all life's humiliations? The abuse from superiors, the insults of arrogant men, the pain of despised love, the inefficiency of the legal system, the insults of peoples in the streets, the mistreatment good people, have to take from the bad when you could simply take out your knife and call it quits.
Who chooses to cry and sweat through an exhausting life?
The ones that are afraid of something dreadful after death. Finding yourself in quarantine. Feeling that you are in an undiscovered country from which no visitor returns. Alone. Always wondering about getting any answers, which by thinking too much of it, it makes us stick to the evils we know rather than rush off and seek the ones we don't.
Fear of death make us all cowards. And our natural boldness becomes weak with too much thinking. Actions that should be carried out at once get misdirected and stop being actions at all.
Talking about actions. Oh, please remember me when you pray for my sins.
What are you talking about?
You're not being honest and fair. Your honesty should admit that there is not enough discussion about mental health in these times. There is no beauty in being a coward fearing death, especially when the entire world is struggling.
But could beauty be related to anything better than the goodness of self-discovering who you truly are? The power of discovery will soon transform you as a form of honesty that can be translated into a new type of beauty by accepting your true self. It may sound like a paradox now, but time will give you proof of it.
You know, we used to be living in a world that sounds so sweetly, but now it's completely out of tune. It's just making harsh sounds instead of making fine notes.
You need to be able to give permission to yourself to be open to discovering new musical melodies by working with cherishing your true self. It's okay to not be okay.
I'm feeling so blue. I need a place to run and hide, relax a while and clear my mind, and dream of brighter days. I'm feeling so blue. I'm feeling so blue. I need a place to run and hide, relax a while and clear my mind, and dream of brighter days.
El hombre imaginario, que vive en una mansión imaginaria, rodeada de árboles imaginarios, a la orilla de un río imaginario. Los muros de esa mansión imaginaria venden cuadros imaginarios. Y hay grietas imaginarias que representan hechos imaginarios de un mundo imaginario. Todas las tardes que son imaginarias, sale a su balcón imaginario a ver su paisaje imaginario, que consiste en cerros imaginarios, y ve caer el sol imaginario, y se forman las sombras imaginarias que vienen por el camino imaginario, entonando canciones imaginarias a la muerte del sol imaginario. Y en las noches de luna imaginaria, sueña con la mujer imaginaria que brindó su amor imaginario. Vuelve a sentir ese mismo dolor y ese mismo placer imaginario y vuelve a palpitar. El corazón del hombre imaginario. Y si el hombre imaginario eres tú, el que está viendo esta pantalla imaginaria, estas representaciones imaginarias de actores, actrices, cantantes, bailarines, poetas, todos imaginarios, que brindan historias imaginarias en lenguajes imaginarios, para saciar un ego imaginario. Y tú eres el espectador imaginario. Y te das cuenta de que hay que parar de imaginar. Salir de ese cuarto imaginario, de esa compañía imaginaria, o peor aún, de tu soledad imaginaria. Salir a algo que no es imaginario.
¿Qué te puedo decir de la pandemia? Que fue y es una gran maestra, que nos dio los motivos suficientes para mirar adentro sin asustarnos, que nos hizo encontrar con nuestra resiliencia, nos dio los motivos para reinventarnos, pero por sobre todas las cosas, lo más importante, nos dio y nos da los motivos para volver a encontrarnos. Motivos de Abel Pintos. Y si te cuento los motivos que tengo hoy para vivir, ¿cómo te explico lo esencial de tu existencia para mí? Llevas la luz de mi bandera y el don de la sinceridad. Confío más en vos que en todo lo que puedo imaginar. No me importa para dónde vas, yo voy sin mirar atrás. Si te tengo por delante, cuando quieras caminar, no me importa dónde vas, quiero ser tu acompañante. A veces pierdo los sentidos, pensando el tiempo de partir. No quiero irme de este mundo con mil cosas por decir. No me importa para dónde vas, yo voy sin mirar atrás. Si te tengo por delante, cuando quieras caminar, no me importa dónde vas, quiero ser tu acompañante. Y sin pecar de loco o atrevido, yo te elijo mi destino y mi camino por seguir. Si ya tuve solo demasiado, quiero vivir a tu lado lo que quede por vivir. No me importa para dónde vas, si te tengo por delante. Cuando quieras caminar, no me importa dónde vas, quiero ser tu acompañante. Y andar andando por andar en un camino sin final.
I only have about 5 minutes. Gosh, that's not really enough time to start a new grammar lesson. Here, let me do this. Let me just introduce you to the next tense that we're going to be studying, the present perfect. So we use the present perfect most of the time to refer to unfinished time, right? If you ask someone, for example, how long have you lived in Paris, right? That means the person still lives here, right? But if you say, how long did you live in Paris? That's past simple. That means the person doesn't live here anymore, right? Unfinished time. So for example, I have worked as an ESL, English as a Second Language teacher, for 4 years now. I have lived in Paris for 5 years, present perfect. Now, we also use the present perfect for life experience. Have you ever been to Italy? Have you ever eaten snails? Escargot, right? Have you ever flown Air France? Right? Now, you could say, did you ever? But here's the difference. Have you ever flown Air France? Did you ever fly the Concorde? Right? Have you ever seen Beyonce live in concert? Did you ever see Michael Jackson live in concert? Right? If the experience only exists in the past, in finished time, then we say, did you ever? But if we carry that experience with us into the present, like maybe we do it again, right? Then it's still possible, right? It's present perfect. Have you ever? Good. Now, we just finished, let me find that, right. So we just finished studying the past simple, right? A better way of saying that, though, is we have just finished studying the past simple. Why? Because even though the action is finished or completed, the result of that action feels very present, right? We're still here. It's like, it's like with the COVID confinement, right? So you can say that the government suspended or lifted the confinement or the lockdown, right? Past simple. The action is technically finished, but because we're still feeling or experiencing the results of the epidemic. Sorry, it's better to say that the government has suspended the lockdown, right? The government has reinstated the 8 p.m. couvre-feu or curfew. It's like in the United States, you can say the founders wrote the Constitution. They discussed and debated the wording. They voted and created the United States, right? Past simple. Simple past. Very simple. Why? Because like Michael Jackson, they're all dead. If heaven exists, Michael's up there right now teaching them all how to moonwalk. But we, as Americans, have been living with that document for over 200 years now, right? We have had to amend that particular document 27 times, among other things, to guarantee freedom of speech, to say that no, African Americans are not, in fact, only 60% human, and to say that women can vote. I mean, imagine women voting. Conservatives, originalists, past simpletons, I call them, insist on interpreting the Constitution by what the founders intended, past simple, by what they said, past simple, by what they wrote, past simple. Well, my dears, just as the present is not perfect, the past is anything but simple. Oh, well, look at the time. We have finished. Okay, so I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
The whole world is locked in an icebox. No one can hug you or caress your hair. Nature, tired of forgiving us, has left us alone with reflection to see if we can melt the ice with love. I am Dr. Gaston, the genial Artaud psychiatrist. Monsieur Artaud is lost in despair, separated from his beloved madness, Madame Nebunier la Folie. In the solitude of his confinement, he misses her. At night, his demons come to visit him and bring insomnia, anxiety, and pain as gifts.
Last night, Van Gogh came to me as an organist playing with a tempest. He traversed a wall of sunflowers.
Monsieur Artaud, are you hallucinating again?
Of course not!
Van Gogh killed himself.
That it's not true. The poor Van Gogh was murdered by society. They poisoned him little by little with rejection and abandonment.
Humanity's nature is brutal.
Van Gogh's each cup de pinceau was a stroke of pure passion, a scream to liberate his pain, my pain, the pain of the world and its violent indifference. Not Van Gogh, not Artaud, no one can traverse the invisible iron wall of hell and walk barefoot on top of an unshackled sea of blazing hyacinths. He was God's sacrifice, a martyr. I don't want a God of sacrifices, a God that dies for me. No, I want a living God who will breathe through me, in and out of me, pure, enjoying life with me in an infinite lapis lazuli pasture, free of the imperfect body. I feel alone.
Duerme, niño, mi bien, capullito de rosas que te ampara mi amor. Duerme, duerme, mon alto, duerme, niño, mi amor. Fais dodo, mon amour, mon alto. Duerme, mi amor, así en mis brazos.
Artaud, let your madness cradle you in her arms. May she be the clarity of the night and the light of a new day, where life is above all.
Aguántame los 5 segunditos más. 3, 15 segundos, voy para el libreto. Me fui con el libreto. Libreto. 30 segundos, estoy contigo. Y voy a centralizarme en la mesa.
What piece was then the making for this? When you just do it, then you are meant to be right. You would be so much
Chance. It's just an example. Oh. Here is
Estamos en el minuto 20, tienes 10 segundos para frustrarte y pararte.
upon the feet.
10, 5.
Okay.
Birra. Yanita, entra más. Michael, toca la puerta.
Entra. Me quedé sin 20. ¿Qué? Me quedé sin 20 y se me cayó. ¿Qué pasó?
Pero te ves bella. Te ves bella. ¿Quieres calentar?
Ok.
Sí, ¿verdad?
Pero ¿qué voy a decir?
Nos soltamos. Calienta, que todo va a salir bien.
15 segundos.
Está ahí, imagínate que está ahí, que está lleno, que estamos en caverna, todo el mundo, imagínate. Dale, pásate, quiero.
5. Nos fuimos, bello.
Métele calor. No sé cuántas hay, pero
dígame cuántas.
¿Se siente todavía?
Hay un montón de gente.
Vente para acá. La cara y mirar las flores cuando te tiras la rueda de la cara. Entra de las flores. Más adelante. Mírame. Terminamos.
Hello and welcome back. What a wonderful lineup of artists. I think we've seen a little bit of everything, right, Eduardo? How are you feeling?
Oh my God, I cannot tell you. When I said IATI es todo vanguardia, I meant it. Because come on, these artists were just amazing and daring, which is the most amazing thing I ever seen in my life. La verdad es que cuando hablamos de IATI, hablamos sobre todo vanguardia. Y no les miento, porque ustedes lo acaban de ver, nosotros realmente somos atrevidos, pero también somos talentosos. Y los artistas que nos acaban de pasar nos han vuelto demasiado orgullosos de que mantenemos la tertulia incluida aún al mundo digital. Así que muchas gracias por estar sintonizados con nosotros y no se vayan, que seguimos con más. Inma, ¿qué tú crees?
Well, only in IATI you can see such a wonderful, diverse mix of wonderful acts, and that's what we're here for, to bring up joy, creativity. I'm feeling so creative. Like I want to write a poem. I want to write a new song. I'm thinking of including a little bit more of a skin in my next show. Why not? It's 2021, about to show who we are. So I'm feeling very excited. Please remember that our chat rooms are open both on Zoom and on Facebook. Write your comments, meet new friends. We welcome your comments. Of course, always nice, okay? Because we only welcome here nice people. Okay, well, just kidding. You can be yourself, but be supportive of other artists because they put a lot of effort and love into their acts. So we welcome your opinions, and we want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of our sponsors and definitely to our individual owners. I know donations have been coming in through the website iatitheater.org, and we are so grateful because every donation really helps support the mission of IATI Theater, supports this wonderful project that they have put together. So thank you for all of your donations. They're highly welcome and appreciated. Eduardo?
Claro que sí, muchísimas gracias por mantener apoyándose a la compañía. No se olviden que pueden dejar todos sus comentarios, explorar los enlaces que hemos dejado en la sección del chat para que ustedes vayan y se involucren más con nosotros. Y si se sienten generosos, dejar una donación, que recuérdense que es por medio de su apoyo que nosotros podemos hacer este tipo de producciones. Y verán, ya como se dieron cuenta, que nosotros no solamente apoyamos a todo tipo de talento, sino que también los traemos para que ustedes los disfruten, porque al final del día estamos en el año de descubrir. Así que no se olviden, tertulia, descubrimiento es el tema de esta tertulia. Así que muchas gracias. Y no se olviden que estamos en Facebook y Facebook Live y estamos en Zoom, así que cualquier cosa manténganse en comunicación con nosotros y vaya, qué manera de comenzar el año. Así que, Inma, ¿qué dices? ¿Introducimos los próximos números?
We are on the digital era, so you are welcome to connect in different devices to make sure everybody in the family is watching. You are telling all of your other friends, and that's right. I can't wait to discover the next set of artists. How about you, Eduardo? I am so excited.
Absolutely. So let's go. Vamos a ver el siguiente número de artistas y que disfruten.
She was a good one for laughing and smiling too. She wore the truth right there in her eyes and taught us a lesson that all time will gain, and is that nothing, oh nothing will remain. Well, I can see her hand stretched out in front of me. I'm gonna hold it, then we can both be strong. And won't you fly on, won't you fly on with your angel wings? And won't you fly on, won't you fly on? I'll keep you in my heart with me. So many waves have crashed since you've seen the place, I doubt you'd even recognize it if you came. Well, look at everyone moving north as the seasons change. Well, I promise I'll keep you with me wherever I may roam. And won't you fly on, won't you fly on with your angel wings? And won't you fly on, won't you fly on, I'll keep you in my heart with me. Fly on with your angel wings. Hey, won't you fly on? Won't you fly on? I'll keep you in my heart with me. I'll keep you in my heart with me. I'll keep you in my heart with me.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky.
A letter to the end of the world. When I was a little girl, I pictured the end of the world in a flurry of ladybugs, vines, covering buildings in lush greens and saturated blood orange sunsets. When I think about it now, this end was really a beginning. When I think of the end, I think of the beginning. Now things are painted in harsh blacks and whites that cut us apart with their rigidity. Now is a time filled with fires that burn and smoke that coax. Now is a time when bodies are placed in trucks. Now is a time of leaders who lie, and even when they are confronted, continue to lead. Now is a time that we finally see lit up like a neon sign, our own rotten roots. It is infuriating. It is disheartening. It is not the world I thought I loved. When I think of the end, I think of the beginning. I think about my friends, community, and beyond, this talented, courageous group who are taking on this divided world, who are working for connectivity, who refuse to live inside the old rules that white men before us wrote. These are the people who love loud. These are the people who are daring to step over the line and fight to dismantle it. These are the people who will not stay silent. These are the people that give me hope. When I think of the end, I think of the beginning. You know, this was supposed to be a letter to say goodbye, and in many ways, I hope it is. I hope this is an end to the temporary fixes and fear-based currency. I hope this is a shattering of illusion and an illumination of our interconnectivity. So more than a goodbye. What I hope for at the end of the world is a new hello.
Welcome to our podcast. I'm Silvia Gonzalez, and today's podcast is with Chola. She hails from Hanford, California, in the San Joaquin Valley, which is just south of Fresno, California. Shelter in place is still a safety precaution, and instead of bringing Chola to our studio, we set her up in a location. We will call her now. Chola, are you on the line? Welcome to our podcast, Chola.
Damn, what's taking so long? I got things to do.
Chola? I thought we had this set up. It is? Okay, Chola? 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 She can't hear me. Okay, Chola, just click the button.
Maybe I forgot to do something. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to turn this on.
Chola?
What?
You're on.
Sounds good. Let's go.
How are you?
I'm fine now that I can hear you. What's up?
So sorry about that complication.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, considering there's a pandemic.
Has it been difficult for you?
Damn straight. It todo sucks, you guys.
Yes, it does, but as they say, we will get through it.
Yeah, they say that to my homies. It's todo crazy, this pinche pandemic.
You're annoyed over the restrictions?
I can't hang with my homegirls. Can't do shit. Pisses me off.
So what have you been doing during these days of shelter in place?
Well, before the pandemic, I was ordered to do anger management.
I see.
I do it online. So if you are interested in my class, I can send you a link.
Wait a minute, you send a link?
Girl, I send the link.
You teach it?
Yes, I do. They told me to do it, so I do it.
Who told you?
The court's girlfriend. Who do you think?
I don't think they wanted you to teach it.
Well, that's what they said. You don't think I'm capable to do stuff like that? Way, I am a chola of all trades. I can even change the oil in my ride.
So how did this all start?
Something about road rage? Orale, it wasn't my fault.
What happened?
Nothing exciting. Just a bunch of yelling at each other at the stop sign. She was going to go, and I said, "Girl, you know it isn't your turn." And she gave me that look. I said, "No, no, 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 lady dog. Don't give me that look. Especially when it is clearly my turn. But you go ahead, and we'll see whose turn it really is." And someone called the police. So I had to tell my story in the courts, and the judge ordered me to do a class. And that's because he agreed that it was my turn to go. So now I'm doing a class to show people how to remain calm and collected at a stop sign. So I do a class. Anyone who wants to sign up can get a hold of me at the bestchola@gmail.com.
So how do you teach it?
I just talk, no diagrams or video, just listen to my pretty face, explain the way it is on the road, and not to let anyone take your turn on the road.
Oh, Chola, just a suggestion, but maybe the anger management class was supposed to be for you.
What you mean?
Maybe you were supposed to sign into a class.
Sign into a class? No, homegirl, that's not how it is. You see, I was in the right all along. Nobody going to tell me otherwise.
Well, thank you, Chola. It was a pleasure having you on. After your anger management class, get back with us. We'd like to have you on again. And thank you all for joining us. I'm Silvia González, and we will see you soon.
¿Es hoy? ¿El 1 de abril? ¿Y por qué no puedo ir a la playa? Ah, sí. Mira, dicen que una bruja se está casando cuando el tiempo está soleado y lloviendo. Estoy cansada y soleada. Estoy sola. Sí. En algún lugar, una taza de agua se rompe o se queda en el microondas, medio olvidada y sin tomar. Esto es ambos la normalidad, algo normal y algo gracioso, y me consuela, sí. Yo lleno los rincones de la ventana, como la masa en espera de subir. Como la masa en espera de subir en una lata pequeña. Subo. Así. Si supiera cómo hablar, no tendría que escribir. Tener que, como si alguien me encontrará y me castigará por existir de una manera equivocada. Sí, así fue. Cuando escribo esto, mi mano izquierda pinta con el óleo una imagen de mi hermana acurrucada en un sillón de cuero que es muy suave y un poquitito destruido con uso. Sí, eso es. Y yo pienso que son la una o las dos porque las sombras no están directamente debajo de los objetos. Mira, viajar en el tiempo no es como lo que pensé. Ambos encantada y frustrada estoy. Sí, así es. ¿Y dónde está mi propia sombra? Porque no está donde la dejé.
My blue period piece, Soul Corruption, is a journey of introspection. Art is my escape from reality, and yet my creations have a way of unmasking the unconscious mind, an exploration of the psyche. Soul Corruption is a testament to 2020 and how much I've grown as both an illustrator and graphic designer. It's a reminder of the people I've loved and lost through death and self-obliteration, gender fluidity, and an authentic sense of self. I call this 36 by 36 painting Soul Corruption because society can perceive the demoralized mind as beautiful. This nature of deception, the ebb and flow of energy captured in waves, is how we are all connected as human beings, which is all shown through my painting. The three elements to look for in this relationship between art and culture are collage, color complexity, and optical illusion. Mixed media is an art form in which you free self-oriented perfectionism and create without fear. So I use cardboard and foam to display human-like figures, the grip of fear flanking the authentic sense of self and the embodiment of a woman. To create figures of fear and self-doubt, I combined color pencils and watercolor as a layered surface. The uneven skin texture is acrylic paint mixed with coffee grounds, the texture a representation of corruption. 3D forms cast a shadow of truth on a personal reflection of life in the middle of a COVID-19 pandemic through collage. Like the ebb and flow of energy in the universe, golden waves portray the nature of giving and receiving. The color blue's complexity worked in various capacities, such as creating an atmosphere of peace and serenity, with a hint of sadness. Red-orange brings the painting to life as 3D forms of energy dance in a deep blue hue. The gold embellishments exhibit purity of the mind and inward corruption, a double-edged sword.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to 3 Minutes.
When your time is up, when you and the very first categories are mirror, cyclone, elephant, and party.
Are you looking for meaning? Because you won't find it.
Looking for meaning in water, looking for the drowned clouds.
They told me, chase your dreams. And my dreams started running faster. Where are you from? Chile. Nice. That's an island in Spain, no? No, it's a country in South America. Oh, right. So, you are Latina? Yes, but you don't look like. Maybe you can come tomorrow for the other role. But you have an accent. You too, I said. Millions of dreams choose this city as final destination. So as me, a lot of others end here, running. The weird thing is that every day you can see how your dream goes faster. So we try to run faster and faster. You can do it. You must do it. Run. If you make it here, you can make it anywhere. But try to make it here. Faster. Keep going. Don't stop. Run. Fast. Faster. ID? Social security number? Run. No agent, no visa. Run. But you need a visa for the agent. No visa, no work. Run. Don't look back. No health insurance. What's your income? Pay your taxes. No work permit. Under the table. Extra hours. Run. Faster, faster. Run. No money. Any savings? No credit score. No lease. Run. Visa denied. Run. Did you pay the lawyer? Don't forget the express fee. Hispanic, black, or Latino. Mixed. Wrong answer. Run. Woman, run. No rights. Don't ask. Shut up. Run. Faster, faster. You have to resist. Run. There is no other place than here. You can't go back. Run. Keep going. Resist. Resist. Run. And one day, all the runners around the world collapsed. And in synchronism, the planet shakes her pain from the very deep. Laying there, we opened our eyes and saw each other. We don't run anymore. We walk. Together. Yesterday my dream visited me. I asked her, "Why do you run so fast?" She responded, "Why are you chasing me like crazy? You scared me. Can we try to work this out? Maybe we can work together. And by the way, my name is Go." Whoa, you have... Yes, I know, she said. I have a beautiful accent.
Sí, sí.
Marga del Mar, toma 1.
Que se quede el infinito sin estrellas, o que pierda el ancho mar su inmensidad. No, me ahogo con esto, no se puede cantar. Seguí filmando igual, no importa, ¿eh? Ay, ahogada. Sí, ¿qué me querés preguntar? Soy la señora Marga del Mar, la dama del bolero. No me gustó. ¿Me puedo presentar de nuevo?
Marga del Mar, toma 2.
Soy Marga del Mar, la dama del bolero. Bien, bien, vos sabes, tú sabes, muy bien. Yo he descubierto en esta cuarentena, en este confinamiento obligado que ha tenido el mundo en general, que es lo mejor que me pudo haber pasado, ¿eh? Sí, porque no te soy de la gente, no me gusta la gente. Tengo muy pocos amigos. No tengo amigos. Tengo una amiga, sí, pero no, ella dice que es mi amiga, yo no la quiero, no, porque soy chomecina. Y el ochomecino en general es gente muy resentida, que ha quedado con un gran odio adentro, porque al fin y al cabo los han sacado crudos. No, hijos, no, la vida no me ha dado hijos, no, y ha hecho bien, sí, porque no me gustan los chicos, no te soy de los chicos. Sácala esa pregunta, saca esa pregunta. Abrázame así, que esta noche yo quiero sentir de tu pecho el inquieto latir. Cuando estás a mi lado, sí, creo en el amor, sí. Lamentablemente creo en el amor, porque siempre me ha ido malísimamente mal. Pero igual creo, sí, creo. Soy casada, te decía. Sí, grande me casé, grande. Y fue lo peor que hice en la vida. Me hubiese quedado sola, hubiese ganado plata y salud. Quería presentarles a mi esposo, Aldo Rubén. Ay, Aldo, si hubiese sabido que nos íbamos a llevar tan bien, enviudaba antes. ¿Por qué no me gusta la gente? ¿No? Vos sabés que no me lo he preguntado. Me ponen nerviosa. Sí, la gente me pone nerviosa. Yo soy muy nerviosa. Ahora estoy bien, estoy mejor. Estoy medicada, sí. Tomo clorazepam, me da el médico, sí. 1000 miligramos por día, 1 litro. Mi jubilada, 2002, toma, la más linda, sí. Inolvidablemente vivirán en mí.
Positive. Sadness.
Struggle. When was the last time you went on a vacation? When was the last time anyone just got away? All I really want to do is leave. It's like, it's been 1 year since I've seen my mother, 1 year since I've gotten on an airplane, 1 year since I just simply sat on a beach drinking a freaking pina colada and went to a hotel.
6,
I'm just
7,
getting sick and tired
8,
of sitting inside.
9,
I'm sick of not going anywhere. I'm sick
10,
of not seeing the world. I just
11,
want to get away. I just want to take a
12,
vacation, and is that so much to
13,
ask?
14, 15,
I cannot take much more.
16,
Anytime I want to do
17,
anything, remember to wear your
18,
mask. Hand
19,
sanitizer. 6
20.
feet back.
I don't
COVID
hear
test.
any
Sing
more
the song
negative.
Happy Birthday twice while
Driving.
washing your hands. School's canceled. Oh, shoot, I'm late for my next Zoom meeting.
1,561,420 and counting.
Wow! Thank you so much, everybody. I cannot believe the amazing talent that we have just witnessed. And I'm telling you, this was a discovery time for Tertulia 2021. So thank you so much. What do you think, Inma? This was just beyond thrilling and amazing. I cannot express how pumped I am and how artistic I feel at the moment.
Bueno, yo personalmente no me esperaba menos, porque Teatro IATI siempre trae lo mejor de lo mejor. Y este año que además hemos podido abrir las puertas virtuales, pues tenemos no solo a maravillosos artistas de la ciudad de Nueva York, sino de todo el mundo. Estamos tan honrados que hayan podido ser parte de esta maravillosa tertulia 2021 con el tema del descubrimiento, porque esto es solo el principio. Imagínense, si acabamos de empezar el año en esta nota, en este tono de alegría, de creatividad, bueno, prepárense Teatro IATI porque el año que viene necesitamos 2 días de tertulia. Será el 2022, que es el número 2. Vamos a necesitar 2 días completos de tertulia porque estoy segura que con todo lo que hemos visto nos hemos inspirado para crear, para experimentar. para seguir así, positivos y adelante. Como es mi lema es siempre, keep positive, keep going. Eduardo?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, this year you not only have to start positive, but always testing negative. And we cannot wait for next year. So make sure that you stay connected with us. Make sure you check our chat room and just follow the links in there. And also, talking about that, we want to thank you so much for all of your support you have provided thus far. Thank you so much for checking out our website and staying in connection with us. We cannot wait to hear more from you. And we wish you a 2021 that is full of health and also blessings and artistic creations.